Hi darlings, welcome back. Hope you've been enjoying the last few videos. Here is a new one. So this rank match I was a bit nervous about because if you remember whatever, I think I told you guys I only really go like this 3 rank matches for the rank essence. And this was like my last match and I was like, okay, I just should get this wins. I have the 3 wins also, but whatever. And I get in the match, and I see the map. It's like, okay, finally it's not Leah's memory. But then I saw, I think it was a toy version. You will see in the end of the video. So, one of the survivors had an S badge, and I think another had an A badge, whatever. So I could tell that this team wasn't like your casual random whatever team, because you cannot really get an S badge with like a random team. Like you really need a duo at least, and even then you need like a character who isn't really that competitive, so it's not like seer or priestess or one of the very top survivors. So basically you could see, yeah, I missed the survivor. You could see the little path to photo word. Obviously you cannot see that when you're in the game, so that's why I could not terror shock or jump scare that person. But here I come to the middle, and just as luck would have it, the only person I managed to hit with photo word and down was priestess, and she was portaling here, and for some reason the aim went to the portal, so she could not go back. And as luck would have it again, I could chair her in basement when she's the only one who could kind of save from basement. So we don't have a gravekeeper, we don't really have a character who's can easily save from basement. So yeah, it's just like the typical case when you kind of mess up your early game, but then luck is on your side. So yeah, it was very nice to have. Of course, this didn't mean anything because I knew like this team is very, very good, very smart, probably used to every hunter, even if they weren't like a 4-man team. I don't really remember, but the point is I knew that I couldn't just let loose and wait for my win, because it won't be as easy. Here you can see I try to do the drop down trick to cancel the attack animation, but she was smarter than that, obviously. But still I could catch up pretty soon, and this meant, because of my I take the persona where your attack recovery is shorter when someone is on chair, so that's why I could catch up so fast, and I could down the priestess. Thank god the cheerleader did not have tie turner, because that would have wasted so much money, not money, time. But regardless, here I choose not to bet on the jump scare, because that's always like you can't really expect it to work every time, especially with such an experienced team or player. So that's why I just made certain and shared the mirror of the toy merchant, and I already have the second presence, so I know that I can maybe locate her and find her with the jump card. So that's why I just chose to make sure I do have her down, instead of just betting on blind luck and trying to go for that terror shock in real world, of course. So here I could see the outline, of course, of the survivor, the red outline. And a little tip for you guys, if you think that some like survivor went down in a certain area, like if you're almost certain that they went down around you but you don't see the red outline, it could be because the red outline, according to a lot of people believe, it just shows up every time when there's a down survivor. It actually only shows up when that survivor is healing themselves. So yeah, if they just lie there without healing, then there is a chance that they don't show up even if you go near them. So that's something you should keep in mind, especially if you usually play against very experienced survivors, because they can also do this on purpose, if they can suspect that maybe you will be coming that way and they don't really want to show up and they think their hiding place is like really good. So yeah, I would say just notice, be aware of this, that people who are knocked down won't always necessarily show up with the red outline, only if they heal. Of course they will start healing in like 90% of the cases, but people like maybe like AFK players, or players who on purpose don't start healing until they know that you're away. Maybe they on like a voice chat with their team and the team is telling them that you're going that way, but of course this stops as soon as they press the little healing button, even if it's like 0.5% done. So yeah, they have to completely avoid touching that to reach this and not have their like outline show up for you. Yeah, so as you can see, as they were both injured, the explorer like fight back to the manor. I came here because I remember this was the cipher that it was like had some progress, but the cheerleader has those little cheers when she can just have the like speed buff whatever, so I just teleported away, didn't feel like chasing, and I wanted to avoid the ciphers just popping in the background. I wanted to kind of distract them a bit, and the of course the toy merchant like used her little catapult and flew away, so I just kind of card tricked back because she was kind of going towards this area. But this map isn't really that large in the first place, so I wasn't really afraid that I wouldn't find either of them. So as you can see, I kind of got back here to cheerleader, and thanks to a lucky jump card, I could down her before she like dropped the pallet or went further or used her little speed boost. So yeah, I kind of just knew at this moment like, oh thank god, I will probably not be kited out. And yeah, like sometimes you can lose against the most random teams, who like don't even know what they're doing, but you can win against pro teams like this. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Here are the badges of the players, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye bye.